My name is Jeremy Cameron. I live in Hacienda Heights right now, and we've been with Reunion about 11 months. Fear for a long time looked like a cage. I was in a job that absolutely ate at my spirit every single day. It was, really toxic work environment, but I didn't really see a way out because I had rent to pay, I had a car payment, and so I can't just quit that job and start looking for something else because, you gotta pay the bills. And so it was a vicious cycle, and it was one of those things where you just kind of white knuckle it and say this is life and get used to it, and you hate getting up in the morning, but you have to because you don't really have a choice. Where I worked before was a culture of, I don't want to say bullying, but it kind of was. It was like, if you don't do your job, we'll find someone else to do it who's willing to do this, or all we do for you here, and this is what we get out of it. And if you do really want to work here, they would play on fear a lot. Just don't you want to make your car payment? Don't you want to do this? Then you should probably fall in line, stuff like that. Otherwise, you're going to be out on the streets. And they would give you constant examples of people they've done that to. So it wasn't like they were just bluffing. It was yeah, they'll really fire you just for nothing. Well, the fear was, I kind of bought into what they were saying, you'll never find anything better than this. So this is it, and you're stuck here at this job forever unless no one's going to treat you better. You're not good enough to go anywhere else. And then also the fear of, well, I have bills to pay. I have a lease. I can't just stop working. Who's going to keep the lights on and stuff like that. So that I felt trapped there too. I don't have the time or money set aside to where I can just quit and still be able to pay the bills. So those two things kind of worked together. We just got trapped. Definitely struggled with a lot of things because you're well, God always delivers. Why am I not being delivered? And I was you pray and pray and pray. You're God help me, God help me, God help me, and nothing changes. It's am I supposed to learn something from this? What is it? And then, it took a really bad night and a phone call from one of my managers, just threatening, if you want to work here, you better do this and this, this and that, and you're not going to get your bonus and all that stuff. And I was literally on the phone with him, outside in the middle of the street at my wife's parents' house. And after that phone call, Lauren and I literally got down on our knees in the middle of the street. It was a cul-de-sac, so it wasn't a busy street. But, and we literally just God, we have no more. I literally had nothing else. And it was just here you go. And so that's kind of where the peace started. And then it was about a week or so later, I just felt do it, just do it, just do it. And so I put in my 2 weeks, and it was I finally felt that peace I hadn't felt in forever. And it eventually worked out. It was about a span of about 3-4 months until it finally was just the end of that season. But it was tough. But yeah, every time it went, I just had to go back to that day, that night in the middle of the street. And once God said just let it go, and it was really amazing how even though I did quit the job, I was still able to pay rent, and I was still able to make the car payments, and it was unbelievable just how everything fell into place. And it wasn't always from a job or bonuses. It was just birthday money, or just randomly oh yeah, I heard you guys got married, here's a check. And it was exactly what we needed to cover the rent. Or my wife would look in her purse and be where did this check come from? I literally swear to you, one time she looked in her purse and there was a check exactly for what we needed. No clue where it came from. Unbelievable. Yeah. Definitely the unknown was the biggest fear. If I do this, what will happen? And sort of how I've come to reconcile that is just God always provides. It's unbelievable. It's really crazy. Yeah, there's no other way to describe it until you've experienced it. You can hear preachers say, oh yeah, God provides, and yeah, okay, where is he right now? But he literally always does, as long as you're willing to give it up to him. Because I was I got this. You can help if you want, but I got this. And then finally, it was just, I couldn't hold on anymore. I just let go, and he literally, unbelievable. You don't really, I think, realize what true peace feels like until you've been through extreme anguish, I think. And up until that point, I've never really gone through anything like that. And so knowing how bad it can hurt just, I think, makes it more powerful of how peace can be. Like, you never know like how much you're in pain until the pain goes away, sort of thing. It's kind of like that. And just knowing that God is real, and he is like, we've always known God's real, but until you like experience his peace in the midst of like uncertainty and like the scariest of times, it's like, wow, it's powerful. It's really powerful.